Do you think that you can be sexist towards men?
Yeah.
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 Why not?
Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can you be racist towards white people?
Yeah.
Ooh, can you come back to me on that?
No, we can't come back to you.
I'm actually really curious because,
I think you can be
That's why I
discriminatory. I think you could definitely be discriminatory. I don't consider it racism. I don't believe in reverse racism.
So what's your definition of racism?
Discrimination with prejudice behind it.
You mean prejudice plus power?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
you couldn't be racist towards a white person, is what you're saying?
I could be discriminatory. I don't think I could be racist.
You couldn't be racist.
Yeah, I think it's discrimination.
If
I'll
a
come back.
person,
I'll come
if a
back.
person of color was in a position to hire someone and they had personal biases against, say, white people, and they didn't hire them based off of that, would that not be racism?
Plus power.
Plus power.
Yes, I guess.
Yes, it would be racism.
I guess that would be racism.
Yes.
I'm trying to be open-minded. I'm not trying to just be stuck in my shoes.
If Barack
but-
Obama didn't want to hire a white janitor for the White House during his presidency because he was white, would that be racism?
I guess so.
You guess?
I guess that would
Like
be racism.
you're not totally sure if the leader of the free world, one of the most powerful nations in the world, the president of the United States, didn't want to hire a janitor because he's white?
Yeah, I guess that's
wouldn't the
racism.
president of the United States be the one who has that's the top of the hierarchy?
I love how we've had almost 50 presidents and you can only pick one, right? For a certain reason.
Yeah.
Well, it's
That's
just...
why I'm I see those stances that I guess that is racism, but whenever I hear someone throw out reverse racism, it's not. It's discrimination. So that's why I am very wishy-washy on that.
Okay, well, continue on. Can you
I
be
think-
racist towards white people?
I think so, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah, but I think it's a lot rarer. It's more discriminatory than racism. I do agree with that. That's why I brought up the topic I did earlier.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh, yes, you
Yeah,
can be.
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you can be.
Okay. Huh. That's interesting, Keeko. Isn't that almost racist to say that you can't be racist towards white people?
That's what you want to call it.
Now, is this a global phenomenon? Like, what if
No,
I'm in
I'm talking
China,
about- I'm talking
for
about
example?
America
You're talking
only.
about in the U.S.
America is so nuanced when it comes to race and everything because since we are
Okay.
such a big melting pot that we cannot talk about racism, ethnicity, anything like that in America on the same scale as globally.
So if a black person were to say that they hate white people, that in your worldview, that would not be racism.
Overall, usually no. I guess I understand how that statement comes off as inherently racist, but it's because white person says, I hate black people, right? They'll go on, because they're ghetto or this or they're that and that. I've only ever heard black people say, I hate white people because of how they treat us. It's not, they're like, I just hate white people. I can't, I'm sure there are people who say that. I'm sure there is a black person out there who is like that. Don't get me wrong. But usually it's not coming from an actual form of hate. It's coming from, what's that word? The hate from how they've been treated by that group of people. Because you have to remember, us black Americans, a lot of our grandparents, they went through segregation. They went through all of this. It's not that long ago. So it's still very fresh in people's minds.
Okay, so let's say a black person had one incident with a white person where this white person, let's say they physically assaulted them, right? But otherwise they didn't really have any personal, there were no familial, racial encounters with white people that were negative, and they had one sole negative encounter with a white person where this white person physically assaulted them. Although it's not clear, let's say it wasn't because, it wasn't provable that it was racially motivated. It just happened to be this white person physically assaulted them. Do you think that would be justified reason for the black person to say, I hate white people?
If they got attacked by one?
Sure, yeah.
No, if you put any other race on that, but they're in their minds, they're not thinking they just got randomly attacked by a white person. They're thinking they got attacked because they're black and a white person just attacked them because they are black.
But
so,
you were saying that, you were saying that it would be okay to be racist against white people based off of a black person's experience with white people.
I'm not saying it's okay to be racist, but I'm saying I don't think it's not coming of a place of hate for the race. It's coming from a place of hate for what they've done onto them. It's like hating your abuser or whatever it is. Like that's where I'm saying that's why I think it's a difference.
Let me ask you a question. Let's say there's a
but I'm not saying it's right if black people just go out attacking white people, because that would be racist. That would be a
but
crime
that's
at
the
the end of
action, and that's what I was gonna say. Is I feel like racism is a lot more of the action rather than the word itself.
Because if you
Or,
would ask me
words.
if black people can be racist, I would say yes. I'm not saying that you can't be racist, but I'm saying
not to white people.
But with the examples given, I am starting to see a little bit, but I don't know. I don't like everything being, I don't know. I can't put into words anymore.
All right, moving on.